Hello, my name is Miley Myers, and this is 101 Ways to Change Your Future. We're going to start with a quote by Harriet Tubman. She said, "A strong and determined mind can break any chains that bind us."
And we're here today with strong minds and determined spirits as a testament to our breaking the chains that binded us, with hopes that the next generation can follow in our footsteps. And to start, we want to share a few of our personal experiences.
As a child, I was always moving around. 5 states, 9 moves over the span of 16 years. I was often thrust into new school districts and different learning curriculums with different learning styles, and it made it hard for me to keep up. Oftentimes, I found myself struggling, and I knew that something needed to change. I realized that I wasn't just one learning style. I was all of them. I can't confine myself or conform to the way that schools have been teaching me to be. I had to take control of my own education and become a better leader. Now for Mackenzie's story.
When I was younger, I didn't really like going to school. I didn't believe that people could make us sit in desks for so long and we couldn't move around. I'd rather just be at home where I could actually do things. And as I got older, I was just kind of the same way, and my teachers never really made an effort to help teach me, and I could never learn well when I did try. And by the time quarantine ended, I was around 8th grade, I realized something needed to change. I wanted to learn now in school, I just didn't know how. And so I started asking my family members, I started asking friends, and everybody gave me a different answer on the way I can start learning. And that's when I realized that I don't learn from just one different way, I learn from all of them. Don't confine yourself to just one style of learning. Learning is a spectrum.
Kids shouldn't have to figure out how to learn by themselves, but they do. We are examples of this. The issue is that most children don't have the ideal that they can independently learn by themselves because of the way that schools teach us to be dependent on their set curriculums and the way they teach us to be. This ideal is what is restraining these young minds from reaching their full potential.
And today we're here to change your mindsets, which would be the beginning of revolutionizing the way you learn. Because usually we're taught at a young age that you can learn from one of four different ways: reading and writing, kinesthetic, auditory, and visual. Well, we're here to debunk this myth, as we've had personal experience that you don't learn from just one style of learning, you learn from all of them. Multiple classes with multiple teachers and class structures requires you to use multiple different learning styles. Learning is a spectrum, and you too can maximize your mind. Do not let others control your future. You do.
For me, as an example, in my English class, I realized, especially during our poetry unit, that I learned audibly and visually. In seeing the poems and hearing them, I was able to better my writing. And so, I would like to leave you all with a poem today. O children of tomorrow, why start tomorrow can be done today? O children of tomorrow, if there is a will, then there is also a way. So keep grinding, keep studying, keep pushing the limits, because good things come to those who wait. O children of tomorrow, start today, because tomorrow may be too late. Because the truth is, you don't need 101 ways to change your future.
You just need one.
Change your mindset.
Change your story.
Change your story.
Change the way you learn.
Change the way you learn, and you too can become a leader of tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.